Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Bears, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, trust me on this one. That's a confidence builder for the rest of the season. When you get a defense that puts together a performance like that this early in the year, well, that sends notice to the rest of the NFL and spreads confidence throughout the locker room that they're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
He will find Davis on the left side, complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First catch of the game for Cooks. That'll be a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Vikings at a disappointing 0-4 through the first month of the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, Herbert. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Chicago! Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, you know, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Out of the gun, Herbert. And this one is incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this will be caught by Mooney. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to... Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson, and the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
They go play action here on 1st down. Airing it out for Hamilton. And that is incomplete.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Got a man that's complete to Hamilton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bears are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the route is on here in this first half.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Herbert on first down now. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half, because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. And finding Davis here, the tight end.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
5 yards remain on second down.
To the air again, Herbert.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Touchdown, Bears! Darnell Mooney, 33 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the route is on here in this first half.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw here, Herbert. It's complete to Williams.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait to the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Herbert throwing again. And this is caught by Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Herbert operating from the red zone.
This ball complete. It's an out route to Thielen. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Dalvin Cook, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Wide open receiver complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got him in, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing, but credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. Sanders' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Third quarter starting with a run from Montgomery. And a short pickup to about the 25.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Back to Montgomery on second down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. An explosive 38-yard pickup. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. A great play there. 40 yards. And the Bears have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Jamin Davis.
And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Herbert. That is caught by Thielen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 38-yard line. Here's Herbert. It's Williams on the catch.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Complete to Mike Williams. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Bears' 29-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. And Cook has it left side.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Williams brings it in. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Bears are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
He's going to wind up and air it out.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off.
This one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point right down the middle. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Here we go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second down at 7.
They'll drop to throw. This is Hamilton. He's got it. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. Something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The Vikings on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Here's Herbert. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's going to pick up the Vikings first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Again, Herbert. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Herbert back to the air. He'll dump this off to Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. Out of the gun, Herbert. This is caught by Williams. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. From the 45 on second down, Herbert. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Herbert now. Steps away to his left. And he slings one that's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To the air again, Herbert. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
They snap it to Herbert. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And it'll be a turnover on downs. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down. He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door. They'll look to throw now on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. This is caught. It's Cooks.
He's going to have the first down and more than that.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Airing it out for Hamilton. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Airing it out for Hamilton.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
With their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, it's been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Well, listen, now, no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception.
And the Bears come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Chicago, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Vikings...
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the under.